Hey, it's Brad Stats again with SingleSourceManagement.com. I'm here with Don Mitchell.
Don Mitchell, yes, with IT That Works.
IT That Works. Actually, Don is being humble. He's got a couple of companies. This is an important topic. We're going to try to be brief about it. It's inventory management of services, or
Right.
inventory management. If you are an IT director or director of telecom or some category within those two descriptions, I guarantee you've been in a position at one time where something's gone down, a service has gone down, you're looking for an IP address,
Right.
you're looking who your carrier is out in rural Texas or in rural California. You need that service restored, whether you're healthcare or not, which is, you and I think we have quite a bit of healthcare business. Whether you're in healthcare or not, you are going to be scrambling to make sure that you get your services restored. And all that is contingent upon what, Don?
The correct information.
Correct information. Where is it? It's on Nellie's spreadsheet.
Many places. Yeah, it's a needle in a haystack, and you never want to be in a position to be looking for that information when you're in dire straits. During operating hours, whether you're out looking to buy a company, you need proof that those assets are present.
They're yours?
And
Who can call about them?
those financial records, if you're in a position where PCI and HIPAA are applied to your world, then knowing that information, put your hands on it immediately is extremely important in case the Feds show up and ask.
Yes. Yes.
So there's a lot of reasons to make sure you know where everything is.
And I said before, we manage somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 locations. We're walking a company right now through an acquisition merger. I think it's about 300 additional locations that they're picking up. They have absolutely no earthly idea what their inventory of services are, when the contracts begin and end, what the IP addresses are, what the bandwidth is at those locations, and they're trying to merge their existing infrastructure with that.
And you may not have sufficient services in place. And doing those due diligence prior to rolling all those new locations on can be critical to avoid upsetting your existing business. Could be very costly.
And quite honestly, if you're a director of IT or you're in that category, finding someone or multiple people to help with that, very costly. You're talking about someone with a really good background in the field of expertise, and then bringing them on and getting them up to speed is very, very difficult. So what we specialize in and what we've done for a number of years now, 14 years, is we have our own software. It's written here in the United States. Written, managed, and monitored by everyone here in the United States. We've got the ability to get everything related to your inventory of services in a spreadsheet pretty quickly, deal with your carriers, deal with that acquisition merger. You've seen us do this for several companies. And that's our side. Don, tell a little bit about your side of this.
Well, I won't continue bragging about you guys.
Well, I'll let you do it. I won't fuss at all.
But the brand loyalty is very strong with his clients because I know a number of these people personally, so I know how happy they are. Our business is multifaceted. We're in the SMB market. We're also in the enterprise space as well, both with telecom and with IT support, and a lot of cybersecurity work these days. That seems to be rising to the top because of the more recent concerns.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and if you give an example of 2016, I stated that earlier wrong, but in 2016 there was about 6 million breaches in the U.S., in North America. In 2017, 640 million. Wow. So we have had this
exponential growth.
We're a huge target on the world landscape right now. The U.S. is.
Yes, and we're amazed when we pick up new locations from clients, or brand new clients, but new locations from clients. They may not have any idea what's in place for a firewall, or even if there is a firewall, if it's up to date, if it's being managed.
That's the key. If it's out of warranty.
Yeah.
If it's being monitored.
And the only way you know that is if you have a trusted partner or an employee who can help you keep up with that. And we've got our own database. It becomes our customer's database. It's software as a service, or we can do it directly for you,
Mm-hmm.
where you know when your contracts begin,
Mm-hmm.
you know when they end, you know who your hardware and software provider is.
Mhm.
If it's you all, we know when the contracts begin and end.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm an investor, if I'm a venture capitalist investing my personal money into a company, that would be one of the top things I would ask. Because if I'm going to mitigate risk and where my money goes, I want to know if they're protecting their assets and their
Every time I hear that, protect their assets.
intellectual property and what they have, I'm not going to invest in that company.
Absolutely
I
not.
run across more and more people of late where, to your point, the firewall is outdated, it's not being upgraded, it's not the software patches and all those have not been kept up to date. And the IT people, of course, they'll say, no, everything's good, but document that.
Yes.
Document. It's very critical.
So, quick story. Can I tell a quick story?
Oh.
I love stories.
Yeah.
I was a part of a mass settlement for a corporation here in the United States. Somebody that I worked for back in 1991. Okay? My information was still on their computer system somewhere.
Wow.
They had a breach, and it's not been that long ago.
Mm.
This is 2018.
Yeah.
I worked for them in 1991.
Wow.
1991. Can I say it again? 1991. My information
And
was...
you're such a young guy too, so
Yeah, no kidding. Yeah.
you started young.
My information was still out there.
Mm.
And part of the issue that a lot of corporations don't see is they may have a breach and never know it.
Yeah.
That information may be held onto and sold. Sometimes it's sold through multiple hands. This corporation didn't know it until 5 years after the breach.
Yeah. Well,
And my information was sold.
you look at Yahoo. They didn't know they were breached 2 years prior to it becoming evident that they were. And I won't get too technical here, but there's ways that the hackers can get into systems and start dripping information out where you never notice it's going on.
Yes. So we can talk about asset management shortly. This is inventory management services. Please, I want you to consider singlesourcemanagement.com. We're 100% US based. We don't outsource any of our services except to a company like yours, which is all US based. There's a reason why we do that. You can go look at ittw.net.
Right.
So I keep wanting to say com. ittw. Which stands for internet.
IT that works.
IT that works.
As opposed to IT that doesn't work.
Yeah. So check us out. We have a couple more videos. Next is going to be asset management. Appreciate you tuning in, and please, whatever you do, make sure that you're preparing for the worst.
Preparation's a lot less expensive.
Yes, sir.